Hey guys, it's Tracy in the Young Hollywood studio, and I am sitting with my long-lost twin sister. Just in case you guys didn't know, iJustine and I are actually sisters.
We are. It's true. It's true. My parents were just like, you've got another sister out there, and we just finally, met up.
We just reunited. It's been a long time. We'll just pretend. But you, like gamer, YouTuber, tech guru, you pretty much do it all. I don't know how you do it.
Sometimes I'm not sure either, but I feel like for me, it's something I really enjoy, and I think if someone's like, so what do you do on your channel? I'm like, I actually have no idea. So I think for me, that's how I've been able to keep my sanity and keep doing it for almost over 10 years
Over
now.
10 years.
Actually, today's the 10th anniversary of the iPhone.
Are you serious? I was going to say of the iPhone.
Super exciting. It's a really big deal.
It's a really big deal.
I was in San Francisco the day that they launched it, and it was like my entire life actually changed that day, because it was the first time that I'd ever been out to San Francisco in California and left my little home back in Pennsylvania. And not only the iPhone changed my life, but I feel like the internet, it's just one of those things where you can connect with people outside of sort of your little bubble. Especially where I grew up. I mean, our closest Walmart or Target was 45 minutes away. So.
Are you serious?
So yeah, I didn't get out much. By choice, usually.
Well, and then now, you started so early, and it is actually kind of crazy because when you think about it, you see how much everything's changed every year, technology, what's your secret to even staying in this game, and you've been doing this for so long and you've been so successful at it?
I think honestly because I actually really like it. I spend way too much time editing, and because I still edit almost all of my videos, which is...
I was gonna say, you do the entire process?
I do.
And you show yourself doing behind the scenes of it too.
I do,
which is really cool.
And thankfully I do have some people to help sometimes, but for the most part it's still me doing all of it. But I love it. If I didn't, I would have somebody else do it.
But what's also cool is we're actually on a live stream right now, on Lively. Hi! And you were the first, I swear, you were the first person to start out broadcasting your entire life.
A lot of people don't know that.
Live streams even came about, right? You had a webcam, you were a live caster, is that what it was called?
It was the craziest thing ever. So for about 6 months, I live streamed my life for 6 months, but it was almost 24/7, which was kind of crazy because back then there were these Sprint cards that was a huge card.
Say, how did you do it?
It was this big, and you threw it into your laptop, and I had this little Sony Vaio laptop. I had a Logitech webcam connected to it, which is connected to a hat, which I then sometimes wore. And when people were like, wow, did you have a lot of friends growing up? I'm like, do you think I did? Because I was wearing a camera on my head, which was cool because, well, it wasn't cool at all. But it was fun.
Was there any part of your life that you were this is hands off, just I'm not gonna broadcast?
Oh, definitely. Or was it shower, bathroom, that was all.
Okay.
Yeah, I would put up an away message on a note card, be right back in the shower.
But it would still, the camera would stay on?
Yeah, and I would play music for them, and I'd be
so it wouldn't turn off, so this was really
wow. I would just play some songs. I guess I was DJing back in the day.
What if you were taking an hour-long shower and they're what is she doing?
I'm not gonna lie, there were some times that I would say be right back, and go to Walmart by myself and be I just need to get out of the house without them.
And another thing that you just happen to be doing, you're going to be on the new Celebrity Apprentice show.
Yes!
You're just going to be an advisor to Arnold Schwarzenegger? No big deal?
This was actually
Tell me
cool.
about that.
It was really fun. He's Arnold, so he is a character in his own right, so I feel like they definitely took the show sort of in a new direction. It was interesting because our task for some of the contestants was to create a viral video. And for me, when people say viral video, I kind of cringe a little bit because a viral video is you can't ever determine what is going to be viral. So basically...
I was going to say, people always do want to know that question. How do you do it? And is there really a formula or secret? You just kind of put it up and see what happens?
So I think for a lot of people, especially YouTubers, everyone thinks that we create viral videos, but we've mostly cultivated an audience. So they just come back to view videos. So it's not one thing is a viral video, but my advice is create something that you would want to share with your friends. So that was sort of my best advice to them, which was kind of interesting because they were all such a broad range of people and characters, and I think it's gonna be really cool to see how it all works out. But it was just fun because they had a really fun cast. And one of my favorites was actually Snooki. She's actually such a sweet girl.
Really?
And I sometimes feel bad that people give her such a bad rap. She was so super sweet and just talked about her kids and was really motivated to sort of get the task done. And also Jon Lovitz, his dog was there. So every time he would go get his dog, I'd be just please let me pet your dog.
I was hoping you were going to bring your dog today, actually.
I almost did.
You should have.
He wasn't
so
feeling
cute.
He wasn't feeling well this morning, so I was we don't want to. We don't want him to make any accidents in the studio.
And then so I just got back from CES actually. And I know that you go. Did you go this year?
I missed this year. I went to the White House.
Oh. Well, okay. You just totally one-upped me on that, like on so many levels. So and I was gonna get to that because I did see that you went to the White House.
I know.
Because that was a really cool experience, right?
It was really cool, and it was kind of, I mean, it was sort of sad because it was most of Obama's administration. It was like their last day of work. You know, a lot of these people have worked for 8 years of their life on a lot of different things, and we sat in on a bunch of panels. There was one with Joe Biden who was talking about sexual assault and how prevalent it is on college campuses. So they started sort of this movement to try to alleviate it, and that's one of the big things that they were trying to carry on. So they brought out a bunch of YouTubers to sort of just hear about all the things that Obama was working on and that they want to carry into when he's just a private citizen again. So it was cool. It was a lot of fun. And
have you been to the White House? Was this
I went in 8th grade. So for me,
so did I.
Yeah,
is that like an 8th grade trip? Yeah. Well, okay. So we do have Lively, and they have a lot of questions for you. And we do have a fun little challenge that we're gonna get to.
Let's get wild.
Let's get wild and nerdy.
Oh my goodness, there's something surprising
Our challenge
coming.
is about to go down, everybody.